मैं गुनानी अमरदारी करने गए बानुक मेहर निगार और मां दसबंदी के नहीं मेहर निगार वजह सॉरी बानुक मेहर निगार रखे होती ख्याल में शामिल करते हैं बानुक मेहर निगार
أولكم پیشا من میتونم بگوشم صد سور سلام به دوستین شهیدان ماتیمتن بلوچستان من پهل کنیم واجهان بگی به انگلیسی گپان وقت بجنم هرچی که منم یک ویکتیم کولونایزیشنم Had I grown up in Balochistan, I would have most certainly been able to speak to you now in full proper Balochi. So unfortunately I sit before you as a victim of that colonization. Firstly, it is really quite distressing to look around and to see the sheer weight of photographs of the dead, the martyrs that have given their lives in order that we may one day achieve an independent Baloch state. It has been a very long journey, gentlemen. It started many years ago. If I may recollect, when Sheikh Baloch Martyrs came to London, he was one of the foremost at the front of initiating the processes of the demonstrations and trying to raise as much awareness as possible. At that time, there were only very few of us, in all honesty, so active. Many others far more than myself, if I may say. It was a great shock when he decided to return. Not that we did not think, we always knew that his first foremost duty was to his country. But what happened consequently, the loss of his life, was deeply disturbing for us as a nation. I think that there is something in the legacy that he left, an awakening, that led to a momentum in the consciousness that we have as a nation. And this was a huge impetus in the Baloch movement. There are, of course, many that have given their lives, and we have come to a point now where it's very important that we realize it is no longer just a movement of one person or one party, but that we are all in this together. The process of democracy means enabling many different people to speak at the same time and to have respect for all of those opinions and views. We as a Baloch nation, because we were denied our statehood, were unable to go into this process through a natural form of evolution. And this is something, in a way, that we are trying to salvage abroad. And it is something that is going to take a great deal of time. It is extremely important for those that have given their lives, especially at the stage that we are now in our movement, that we present a united front. And this is something that is extremely important for me at this moment in time. The political situation, the circumstances within that region are changing rapidly. 20 years ago, we would never have imagined that the Kurdistan of Iraq would be autonomous, that the Kurdish flag would be flying, that the Kurdish language would become the official language of the schools. No one imagined this. The Persians said it's not possible. The Kurds are too busy killing each other. Now, within the last few months, the very same thing has taken place in the Kurdistan of Syria. Within months, the Kurdish flag was flying high across all the outposts of that territory. And within days, they had started teaching the Kurdish language. Now, the Kurdish nation was extremely divided. The movements were extremely divided. It took a great deal of work to unify those movements in order to achieve what they have achieved. But the main players of those movements were able to put aside all of their differences and come together and create a roadmap. And a roadmap is extremely important for any freedom movement. Right now at this junction, we require exactly such a roadmap. I am of the personal view that the Liberation Charter has presented us with an opportunity for just such a roadmap. And I believe that it is one that we must explore, because it is something that all foreign powers, and let us be very honest with one another, it is here in the West that they have the huge final deciding factor in building and creating nations. Right now, when the British look at the Baloch, the Pashtun, the Punjabis, or even be it the Persians, what they see is a territory that is deeply entrenched with Islamic fundamentalism. They do not see differences between us. In order for us to acquire the help that we need, which we most certainly require in order to move forwards, we must present them with a roadmap that shows a difference, a marked difference to what they are experiencing there at the moment. And it is imperative now that all of our leaders unite and that we have a forum, be it a World Baloch Congress, a Baloch government in exile, a parliament, a neutral grounds whereby we can all come together and start off a discourse about how we can proceed forwards. All of our leaders have given a great deal of their own personal time, and they have been deeply affected personally. We know that all of them have lost loved ones. There are many that have lost loved ones here. And so I think that it is really imperative now that we move past all of the divisions and try and build a new way forward. Because whilst these divisions are taking place, the losses of lives back home are really quite horrific. But I would like to finish on this point because I feel that many people before myself have actually covered a lot of what we need to speak about. But I'd like to finish on the point that it is really, right now, important for us to come together in neutral territory and create this roadmap and move forwards. Thank you.